Hello, everyone. It's Lucia here again. I am a director with Sensi, and I'm going to be going over cloning and adding payment to a Jotform. So, what we're working on today is a Jotform that we're going to be using for a pre-order for our upcoming release for Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary coming out on Monday. So, I'm going to walk through not the creation of the form, but when you already have a form, how to clone the form, kind of change things up for yourself, and then adding payment on there if you want to be taking payment through your pre-orders. Now, please stay in compliance. This is a licensed release. So we're going to be using all marketing images that we are not going to be modifying. And if you're going to be taking pre-order payments, remember that you are following policies and procedures. There's a time frame by which you are allowed to take pre-orders. Pre-order payment. You cannot take them too far. I believe it's 5 days in advance. And if you are taking those payments and using a pre-order format, please set realistic expectations for your customers. Let them know that this is not a guarantee for an item, as we do not receive preferential or pre-ordering status for these types of releases. Okay, so just wanted to start with that caveat. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that you guys can see what I've been working on. All right, so you should be able to see my screen. This is the dashboard for Jotform. So you can see that I've already created this Jotform. And to be fair, and sorry that I don't know who created the original form for this, but this is a cloned from someone else. So whoever you were, thank you for sharing. That's what we are about here in Sensi, working smarter, not harder. And we definitely have that relationship among our community where we share items. So thank you, whoever the original creator is, if you are watching this. Again, this is a recording, but if you have any questions and you're watching this on the replay, please comment and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. So really what we're going to do is once you have the URL for this, so let's say you're in a group or you would like to get it from me or what have you, if you're on my team, I've already shared this with you. Definitely with my teamies, I create all of the content. I want you guys focusing on the relationship building, and I like to give all of these types of materials to my teamies. So if you're on my team, you've already got the URL. So here's the URL. We're gonna copy this. Then we're gonna go back to our Jotform. We're gonna create a form. Now we're gonna import a form. So you're gonna click here. And then we're going to clone from an existing form. So we're going to click on that. Oh, sorry, not that one. From a web page. Because we have a URL. So we're going to go ahead and paste that there and click on create form. And while the computer is thinking, so now, as you can see here on the top, you will see it says, sorry, my computer is glitching for a second there. You will see that it says it is a clone of that form. So we're going to start working on this form because again, this is going to be yours. You want to make sure that you go through all of the information and that it's your individual information so you're not sharing someone else's. So when you click on this, so as an example, this has my logo here at the top. You can keep this here, take it out, what have you. So if you can see on the right hand side, when you click on it, it'll open up a menu on the right hand side to make any adjustments that you might need to make. And then you can see that this is the form here. Again, I wasn't the original creator. I did sort of modify all of my information here and then modified all of my information down below. And as you can see, when you click on an area, it's going to give you, again, that menu option on the side where you can change any of the items there. Also, you'll note that after some of the fields, there's a little red asterisk. That means that this particular field is required. So I have typical stuff: name, email, shipping address, phone number. I also give my customers an option to add items. I give them my website so that they, and then this is just a a short paragraph so that they can add any items they'd like. And then under the product section, you just click on the item and the quantity that you're interested in. So these are all the products that we have releasing for the 50th anniversary. We also have on that specific release will also be the Christmas with Disney. So we snuck that one in. Now you'll notice down here at the bottom, there is a coupon code. The reason why this language is here is that Scentsy offers free shipping when you've reached 350. Now this is a little bit interesting because in Jotform, the way that you get around, so there's two different ways to create free shipping. I'm not going to go into the specifics of that. Definitely, there's a lot of videos out there and a lot of groups and things like that that can help you with the shipping. But because I was not the original person who created this form, there is a limitation by which I can create free shipping. So this was sort of a workaround where you add the coupon code. From what my understanding of the Jotform, the coupon code is only going to be applicable to one particular product. I know that there's different ways to work around that and change it and what have you. But like I said, I didn't create this original form. So that's one of the sort of challenges that I've been working with is the free shipping. Of course, if you're going to invoice on your own, you don't need this portion here because this form is specifically created to take payment from my customers because I found that I was losing a lot of pre-orders in the follow-up payment process. This is a lot easier for me. I get this, I get payment, I'm ready to go when it's release time. I've seen some forms where, and this original creator actually had a section in there where you would click your form of payment and then they would invoice you separately. So if that's something you're interested in doing, then you would just disregard this portion. So let me show you what I mean. So we're going to add, actually, I'll show you on this section here. So this is the actual form. If you go down here, let's pick the castle because this is a great example. If we do 2 of these, that would be 250. And then we do 1 of these. This is, 121. So if you go down to the subtotal, you'll see that it's $403. If I enter in the coupon code, okay, that one worked. Let me see if I take this down, and maybe it's just working now. And it wasn't working the other day because it was only applying to one section. Okay, I don't want to see the picture. There you go. Okay, so I'm at 380. Oh, let's put this in here again. Let's see if it's working now. Oops. Oh, it's working now. So when I was doing it before, if I used different categories, it wasn't calculating that free shipping. So now it's working. So disregard everything I just said. The free shipping works now when you're using multiple categories. Before it was just locking me to one category. Okay, so also you'll notice that I created an invoice ID. I'm going to show you how I set up this whole section here. But just a side caveat in terms of businesses, this is what I do. Everyone does their taxes differently. If you're using a PayPal account for multiple different businesses, or you're one of those people that, your friends and family send you money on Facebook, and then now it comes in with fees or what have you. I was just told by my tax guy, brilliant. So I'm going to share this little brilliance with you, that if you create an invoice ID that is specifically for Scentsy, when you're going back and doing your taxes later, you can sort everything based on that ID, and then you're golden. Then you don't need to go through everything and separate everything. So that's just a little side nugget for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to go over setting up the payment stuff. So over here on the left-hand side, we're going to go to the form elements, and I'm not going into the whole how you build a Jotform. I'll create a video for that later. I just want to go through cloning and adding payment, mostly because the release is on Monday and I want to get this out to everyone as quickly as possible. So this is the side menu that's going to help you build, all of these elements in here. But what I want to work on specifically is payments. So currently I have this set up to do PayPal business. Okay. But let's say we wanted to switch it to something else. Let's say you use Square or something like that. I'm going to keep it to PayPal because that way I can show you how it integrates because I only have PayPal. But if you look, you've got a lot of different options here. You've got Cash App, you've got Apple Pay, you have all kinds of different options here for whatever system you have. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pretend like we're switching to another gateway. Let's switch over to Venmo. We're going to click OK. And then as you'll see here on the side that it's Venmo, side note, is now owned by PayPal. So you'll see that it's connecting via PayPal. I was a little bummed about this because I like Venmo. You don't get fees and everything. But when you're doing PayPal business, you're still going to get hit with fees and everything. So there's that. So once you click on the integration, it's going to go ahead and prompt you to do to log in. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my PayPal. All right, so now we're going to go back to the Jotform. And as you can see, it is now connected, and there is different options here on the right-hand side that is specific to your form of payment that you're using. So it's in live mode. We're using United States dollars. We're using it to sell products. There's additional gateway settings here where you can kind of go through things and make it look a certain way. And then you've got all your products. Okay. So now under the payment settings, this is important and specific to how you want to receive payments. I'm going to go over what I've done. In coupons, this is where I went ahead and created the free shipping, the kind of workaround. And then under shipping, now this is for Sensi, this is going to be different for, which company you're working with. But with Sensi, we have a $10 minimum flat fee for all of our shipping, which is phenomenal. I mean, our stuff is so heavy, you guys. So $10 flat is, oh my God, I'm so excited about our shipping rates. Just a side note, so excited about our shipping rates. So our $10, fee. And then of course we've got our coupon for our orders over $350 that get free shipping. Now, tax is a very interesting thing. So I wanted to talk about this for a few seconds here. I want to charge sales tax. The reason why I want to charge sales tax is because, again, I'm doing this whole payment process so that it's easier for me when I go in to order on Monday. Is it going to be perfect? Absolutely not. With taxes, you've got your state tax and your local tax. Okay. So what I did is I found a website that gives all of the minimum base tax rates for the state in which you live. Now, in California, where I live, there is huge variables. So I live in Orange County. My tax rate, which is state and local, is 775. But my friends who live in LA, their state and local is about 10%. It's a little over 10%. I think it's 10.25. So am I going to lose money in that transaction? Absolutely. Okay. So there are also some areas that might be a little bit, they shouldn't be under, but there are some areas that will say the state sales tax is 0, but then when there's local, they've added some state tax on there. Are you going to lose money? Absolutely. Okay. But again, this is about ease for me and working smarter and not harder. I'm okay with missing that little bit of sales tax. I will just write it off in my taxes. If it's something that you're really kind of is really important to you, then I would definitely say that you might want to do the, the part where you're not taking payment and maybe you're invoicing them afterwards, or having just a little notation there saying that you may need to, invoice them separately for additional sales tax. that type of thing. Okay. So what I did is I did all this work for you guys. So if you're cloning my stuff, it should come up. If it doesn't, what you're going to do is go down here, create a base tax rate just in case they don't, for some reason this doesn't work. I have my base tax rate at 6%. I feel like that's pretty average. And then when you go down into states, you literally have to type in every single state that you're offering shipping to. So I went down the entire list and added all of their base percentage rates. And you'll see in California, it's a 7.25. And like I said, mine is 7.75. My friends in LA, it's 10.25. So there is a range. Okay. Definitely play around with that. See if you're comfortable with that, but you'll definitely have to add it here. So as you will see, if we go back over here, you will see that I have a tax rate, even though I have not added my address in here. This is based on my tax rate. So if I were to add in my state here, and I'm in Huntington Beach, let me see if it'll adjust it. Now, obviously it's telling me there's errors because I have not filled out all of my information, but it should have adjusted down here. So you'll see that there is a tax rate. This should be based on California that I just added right now. Okay. And then your customer is going to go through on PayPal checkout, Venmo, what have you, and check out. It is awesome, you guys. I have used this already. I just created the form. I'm already getting orders in. I'm already getting payments in. My customers are saying that it's very easy to go through, very easy to pay, and all of those things. So hopefully this has helped you guys out. Like I said, if you're on my team, I've already provided the URL. Please let me know if you have any questions about this particular portion of it. And keep a lookout for more trainings. Subscribe to my channel, and we'll get some building Jotforms and things like that on there as well. All right, guys, hopefully this was helpful, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.